you, thank you. This is the greatest night of my life as well. It does not get any better than this. All right, this is a good-looking crowd. I prefer good-looking crowds. I do not like ugly, unshowered crowds. And I don't know, am I the only one that feels that way? I've wasted a lot of energy in my life. You ever get physically exhausted from insulting strangers in your head? I do it all the time. By the time you make it across the parking lot, you've just called everybody a loser at that point. You're like, stupid dad hat, that's a dumb dad hat. You're like, that's the dumbest car ever. What is that? Those fucking losers. I'm the only good person in Target right now. I knew I'd gone too far when I was in New York, though, and I was making fun of a guy that I could only see in my peripheral. I couldn't even see him. And I'm like, this fucking drug addict. And I turned to scare him off because I thought he was going to pickpocket me, and it was a reflective building. It was on 8th Avenue. That's a true story. It was me. I'm like, dude, you have a real problem. Like, you're an idiot, man. Like, you're insulting yourself. Like, you need to get it under control. Like, and then I realized I was just overcoming my own insecurities, all right? So, who's woke now? Me. Anything, like, I'm a lot older than a lot of you. There's all ages in here, it looks like, actually, right? But, or not, maybe, right? I'm 53. I'm bragging when I say that. I know I look good for 53. Like, yeah, I'm not, yeah, clap for me, yeah. I'm not going to come up here and be like, hey guys, I'm 34. And you guys are going to be like, what the fuck does that to 34? That's a very crystal methy 34 right there. But I did cocaine one time for 9 years. Yeah, the 90s. What a weekend that turned out to be. And not your wimpy little microdosing lifestyle either, alright? Like, does anybody ever? You look cranky at me. What's the matter? Are you a mushroom microdoser? How many of you are mushroom microdosers in here? Yeah, right, the purple guy with the big mustache. It's like, it makes your anxiety go away. I'm like, oh, your hallucinogenic mushroom makes your pretend disease go away? Let me tell you something about anxiety. That's not a disease. That's your inner voice telling you that your life totally fucking sucks. And you need to fix it. Okay, does everyone in here think they have anxiety? Because, yeah, you guys shut down on that punchline, like, whoa. Right? Yeah, they're like, easy, Mr. Generation X guy. I am toxic masculinity. You guys are selling yourselves short by trying to get rid of that, alright? Toxic masculinity, that's like, you don't need the therapist, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. You don't need to pay somebody to listen to you. You need to be more interesting. You need to get somebody to listen for free, man. Dude, don't cry. Come on, toxic masculinity. Alright, don't cry. No, you know, go ahead and cry. Fuck it, cry. Be whatever you want to be, but don't go to therapy, man. Right? And couples therapy, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, oh, you're supposed to be in love. This is a person you're going to love for all your life, and then you're going to pay a third person to be involved. It's weird. If there's a third person involved in your relationship, you should be fucking that person together. Because your relationship is over. And you might as well go out big, right? Like, look at him. He's looking at me. You're ready for toxic masculinity. Come on! Come on! It's the way it is. God, I love yelling at people. This is great. Oh, you know what? If you notice, so, and I'm not one of those people like that tells that one generation is better than the other. Like, my generation was better at some stuff. Yours is way better at some stuff. Like, we drove drunk all the time. Is there anybody from my, right? Like, I was scared not to drive drunk because I was more scared to tell my parents when my car was at home than I was to drive drunk, you know? But, and you guys Uber way more. You're Uberers. You know what Uber was when I was your age? My friend trying to get me to do a bump of coke. got behind the wheel. He's like, you're gonna drive drunk? You need to do a bump of this. You need to be responsible. You're just gonna drive a car drunk all over town without doing a bump of coke? What's wrong with you? Right? The other old guy knows what I'm talking about. You guys just call Uber now, and that's all right. And that's why I don't think my generation is better than your generation. We all do our own thing. But I even forget, oh man, but what the hell happened to gummy bears? When I was little, a gummy bear was a snack. Now they've been infused with everything on earth. Right? Did you ever think you'd have to act like when someone offers you a gummy bear, you never, like you didn't, you're like, wait, what kind of gummy bear? Right? Is this a real gummy bear? Like an old-fashioned one? Those German ones? Like a gummy bear? Or one that your friend made in an oven and stuck some fucking who knows what into, you know? They're infused with everything now, right? And they're, oh, my baby ate the gummy bear. And you're like, which one? And like, the weed one? And they're like, no. And you're like, fuck the mushroom gummy bear? They're like, no, the ketamine. You're like, you didn't put the ketamine gummy bear in the safe? What's wrong with you? Like, the safe was full of cocaine bears. My safe was totally full of cocaine bears. How am I gonna fit the ketamine gummy in there? All right, and stay in shape. If there's anything I can tell you, you gotta look at this guy. This kid is fucking high on mushrooms right now. I'm just kidding. He's not high. He's in AA. Everything's all right. Everyone's high. Everyone's fucking high now, right? Prescription medication. What are you on right now? Yeah, that was bold. That was bold. A little scary of an answer, too, to be honest with you. He's got a warm jacket on. That's a huge mistake. You guys ever do that? I'm an East Coast person. You ever get behind, right? Oh, we all are now. Everyone's back and forth. I hate local townies, don't you guys? Do you have that one friend that they're like, I'm from here, never left? And you're like, you don't know how to brag. Like, okay, that's not the joke. I'm from New York and LA at this point in my life. And New York has a reputation of being the tough one. We all know that, right? But I think LA is so much scarier. Like, I've never been afraid at 4 a.m. in downtown New York. Right? You're just out. It is like the jungle, but like a cartoon jungle. You know, like singing monkeys. And people are like, don't do bad stuff. Have you ever been in downtown LA at 4 a.m.? Yeah, that's not a cartoon. That's like a documentary about the Serengeti, right? And like either block is like 80 kilometers away, right? You're just at zebra, you know, and there's like a lion over there and a fucking crocodile, and the only people that can help you are the people that are hurting you. That is downtown LA. Downtown LA is YouTube. All right, have a great night. You have a great show.